Hello everyone, madgamer.com here, doing my E3 previews. That's right, I'm going to be breaking down the most anticipated games that I will be checking out at E3, hopefully getting my hands on or seeing new exclusive content. I have some appointments, but I won't get into that. Let's dive right into it. I'm going to play this trailer. This just came out in slow motion so I can break some things down as well as hype up the stories and development of the game. Without further ado, let's go right ahead and check out what is my most anticipated game so far, Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, Horizon Zero Dawn is a action role-playing game developed by Guerrilla Games. As you see here, this is the main character, Aloy. She is a very courageous, brave young woman. As you can see, she's going through these battles with these giant machines. We'll get into more of that later. So this is a PlayStation exclusive. It's coming off of PlayStation 4, February 28th, 2017. That's something to look forward to for 2017. And with that said, guys, you had some great things going on with this game. It's an action role-playing game. If you know Guerrilla, as we see their logo here, they are action-packed. They're the guys who created Killzone, and that game was a lot of fun, a lot of action. And this game has some role-playing elements. It's exploring. As you can see, our main character, Aloy, she's sitting here looking at what we would call nowadays, we see them in pyramids and in different parts of the world where they story told through pictures on the wall. So now we're here to discover what is, never mind the planet that we live on and everything that she's dealing with in her life. She's exploring her past and she wants to know how and who she is, as well as how did this world come about. And there's a lot of great detail to what society created before, and she's trying to think, the buildings were to the sky, that these humans ran the earth, and it was just a very interesting time and very different compared to what she's experiencing, where these machines rule the earth, and everything that you're seeing here is ruined. All of these cities and these big buildings that supposedly to her reach the sky. So it's very interesting stuff, and it's just a small part of what this game is offering, but it's one of the most compelling parts, just to see your past affects your present affects your future, and if you're focused in the moment, you will get further in life. So it's really interesting. And this girl, was pretty much what we have from this trailer. I don't want to spoil too much, but he raised her. Is he the father or not? It's pretty much determined from what they've said, and she's asking questions about who's her mother, where does she come from, and all these things that we all do as human beings as we go along. We're curious about ourselves and about our families and our heritage. As you see here, something amazing happens, and she has a piece that she thought was just a nice little jewelry, and it turns on, and that is interesting, because now you're gonna see this ancient times where it's like dinosaurs, but they're all machines, as well as these technology that still exists that they haven't explored yet and they don't know about yet. And it's interesting, as we see her climb, we'll know that we're going to be exploring a lot of the world. It's a beautiful, vast world. As I play this in slow motion, we can see just some of the details on these graphics and different elements of how smooth it runs and fluid the game looks. And here we are with these tarantulas. Tarantulas, I'm sorry. I'm not good with the dinosaurs, but these guys have some awesome Jurassic Park feel to it, right? There's tons of them, tons of different kinds, and this is just one part of what the game provides. You're going to be battling a lot of these guys, and then you see other things later on that is amazing. As we see here, this guy's trying to console her to be happy with what it is and what it isn't, and she really just wants to explore who she is. How did this world come to what it is? And it makes it so compelling because there's so many elements to it as you see these vast environments that you'll be exploring and trying to figure out what is what, who is what is going on in this world. It's very interesting. Then you have a character like this who seems to be the know-all wise one to a certain extent. She kind of bows to him and pays her respects, tells you what is going on. As I do these breakdowns, I'm kind of just wanting to open your mind to what could be, right? And now she's in the rainforest, sitting here looking at all these different structures that they've created, and what is this? As you can see, her weapons alone are high technology combined with the Stone Age type of weapons, spears and arrows and things like that. And I've listened to the developers, and they explained how the characters don't have a lot of knowledge about technology, and this why, how so, what has this world come to, and what does it take for it to get there, and then where is she going, and what is the future? These are the questions that the game will hopefully answer for us, and we'll be able to enjoy that as we see these beautiful landmarks or different structures that we have in the game. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to explore most of this here. I don't think that is not explorable because this game is open world and it's a role-playing game, so you're going to want to be able to travel far different distances. As we see here, we know what this is. Hopefully you guys know what that statue is there. These are some landmarks. That's interesting enough. We can do a whole analyze breakdown of these things later on. But as we see here, these are these mechanical giraffes that are kind of amazing looking, and we go to the zoo and we go to safaris and check out all these amazing animals, and here they're designing these really beautiful, elaborate mechanical machines. As you see his feet, it's just amazing to see the animation and the structure of how they designed that. So I'm very compelled with this. And see here what we might call horses. Once again, these are all mechanical, and that's what we call a T-Rex in the good old ancient days, but we're in the future here. So what are these things? How did this come to the point where the machines rule? What is this girl's ultimate goal? She's finding herself. What will she find? These are the questions that this game offers. And Guerrilla Games is action-packed, so don't think that you're just going to be exploring and nothing else is left. I mean, there's a lot more, but as you can see, there's a lot of vast, beautiful environments, very different ones. This is a whole different place. A nice deserty terrain where she's on the cliffside looking through the fog to see what she can find. And this is self-exploring as well as the game. So I like it. She's finding who she is, finding what she's about, finding what this world's about, and that is your mission. And the story, of course, I don't want spoiled. I would prefer to see gameplay footage until this game is released. I don't want to get spoiled. But if you pay attention to this part here and the next few parts, you're going to start getting spoilers somewhat. She bowed down to this guy who seemed like he was a very wise and noble man to help her out. But then she says some things to him that really turn the tide if he wants to help or not, or what does he want to do. And as you see here, look in the background, there's a door behind this gentleman, and this door opens up later, and we'll see what that is. I'm guessing that's what happens, and if so, then this tells a lot about the story and what's coming. But this part right here is one of the most compelling for me, because in the earlier gameplay trailer, she felt sad when she killed the machine, but she killed that human being like full vengeance. So something might happen in the game where she gets extremely crazy. Now this guy right here is controlling these robots. They're all black, so I guess we're gonna have these very evil type of machines, mechanics. I mean mechs from those guys who are controlling them, trying to kill her. And it's interesting to see where does this all lie. There's different tribes in this game from what I've seen, and it's interesting to see how it would all develop. As we go here, we're seeing some action. We're seeing some different creatures, we would call them, some different mechs. And this one right here is really interesting. It's like a big gigantic alligator. I know there's a dinosaur term for it, but I don't know what that is. But this is just amazing. She's going to be riding what I would say is a bull or something like it, and it's really cool to see. There's different environments and how this would work. I love that. This is pretty much my most anticipated game, and it's just interesting. And right here, he's just like, you're nothing, and you'll see what happens. And it's very intriguing to see what happens. I'm thinking this is a dream, just to give my personal analyst somewhat of a bad dream that she keeps having. She'll wake up to it as he goes to stab her in the neck. That's how that works. So Horizon Zero Dawn, guys. That's my small, quick analysis. I didn't want to do any spoiler analysis. There's a whole bunch of things going on in here. I might do another video to break that down and to give you guys a preview of what I personally expect from this game. But I just wanted to talk about it, hoping that we have, and here's the part that is most interesting to me, hoping that we could get some more at E3 as far as gameplay goes. So this door here seems to activate, and it activates when it sees her. She's a special being. So I guess we might just find out who she really is and where does she really come from, because this door opens up. And earlier we seen when she was with that guy with the big piece on, that might have been him escorting her down. None of these are short things. These are all what I would say, questions. So, until February 28th, 2017, just have some fun, try to figure out what is going on with this game. And I personally will be exploring all of this and continuing to bring it to you guys. With that said, I'm going to close this out here and rewind and let this video play on its own. Alrighty?
Your whole life you've been searching, and the elders, they've been holding you back.
The girl is a curse. She came from nowhere. She is no one.
When they told me to raise you, I didn't ask questions.
Why am I an outcast? Who was my mother?
Always you pushed for answers. Push yourself to the edge. Here in the valley, we may be outcasts, but it's safe. Out there, girl, you'll be lost. You won't know where to turn or who to trust. You'll be chasing a riddle into a wilderness of mysteries. The world of the old ones. What secrets lie buried beneath their crumbling ruins? Why Earth is ours no more. Questions, Aloy. The tribe has forbidden. What if the answers are worse than not knowing?
You can help, or you can get out of my way.
Then be ready for the darkness. And be careful what you bring to light. Even if you do catch what you're after, how do you know it won't bite back?
Outcast! You came from nothing. You will die a nothing.
I came from somewhere.
Identity confirmed.
Even if it destroys me, I will see this through.
There we have it, guys. That is going to be so amazing. So without further ado, that right there is my preview / breakdown of Horizon Zero Dawn. There's so much to say and so many questions and so much fun things to the game. Next time we'll do a gameplay breakdown. Hopefully we get to see something at E3 while I'm there. Hopefully I get some content to take home or play it. But I think most likely we won't get much other than a gameplay, which I'm fine with. But then I'll do a breakdown of the gameplay, because the gameplay is amazing and they won't have any tutorials, so you're gonna learn how to defeat these machines on your own, which make it even more interesting and awesome to me. That right there is my first preview for E3, one of the many games I'll be testing out. I'm excited for it. Congratulations to Guerrilla Games for what can possibly be a game of the year. I'm putting that in the nominations already. Enjoy it. See you guys at E3. Take care.